Today we're going to be fixing our GunCon Part 2. If you remember last time, we got the cable made. Painstakingly got the cable made. Out of a cheap HDMI cable and a sacrificial PS2 controller that was broken that we got off eBay. We were able to make this little end piece. With a little extra surprise, there's a pin in here, pin number 7, that's not used by the PS2, and so we're going to try to use that to send a signal to the GunCon that we're basically going to try to hijack the A button on the GunCon, so that when we push down on the foot pedal, it'll send a signal up that wire to the GunCon and make the GunCon think we had hit the button on the controller, that on the gun controller itself, that tells the game that you want to duck and reload. I believe it's the button on this side that does it. So I think that's the A button. Let's see. Yeah, this side says B button. So yeah, that is the A button. And we've got our control board for the GunCon right here. Got our HDMI cable. And we have our notes from last time. Just a reminder, these notations were what were on the sorry, I'm just trying to read my handwriting. Twitch? Why did I write Twitch? Well, anyways, these were on our sacrificial controller. These were across the top here. These were what were on the original controller, and then the tip top here are what we decided on for our HDMI controller, or sorry, our HDMI cable to use. So you can see that a little bit better. So we matched yellow to yellow, orange to orange, brown to brown, green to green, red to red, blue to blue. The new cable is going to be on the thin red wire. The acknowledge is on white, the standalone white cable. The video is on a separate wrapped black and white cable. So we just got to match those up. Easy, right? Well, hopefully. But to make this a little bit easier, some things we noticed when we were working on this last time. Having this big bundle, like taking all the shielding and making it one wrapping, didn't work. So let's go ahead and unwind that and separate those back out, because we're not going to need all of that. Oh, and on top of that, I want to pull back more of this shielding and give us some more cable length to work with. You can see one of the cables is even kind of broke off a little bit. So we're gonna need to get some more length out of that. So that's where I think we'll start. Just get our snips in here. Just cut down shielding. It's rubber coating on the outside. Get enough grip on it. Yeah, it should just tear away. We've got a 15-foot long HDMI cable, so we can go ahead and be very generous with how much we pull back. Just snip the excess rubber away. Just put that in the garbage. Alright, got that shielding that I was talking about a second ago. We just need to... that should just pull away. untangle it. It's been weaved together in a particular pattern to help intercept any interference that's coming toward the cable, any radio interference or electrical interference. This would be a little easier if I hadn't already twisted it together earlier, but isn't too bad. And we don't need all of this, so we're gonna end up cutting away a bunch of this anyway, so. And I think, just to make things a little easier, we'll just take a little piece of this and solder a wire to it, and then we'll run that wire to the board for the ground connection. So that was a black wire on the original cable, so we need to remember that. We're gonna want to make sure that we get that connected in the right location, because we want to make sure that ground location, that ground properly links up on the board where we want it, because that ground, if you remember on the other side, connects to this little metal plate here, and that little metal plate connects to the ground inside the PlayStation. So we want to make sure that that makes us a good ground connection, which is going to be different than the ground that's being used in here. This is actually to the PlayStation ground itself, so I want to make sure that connection gets set up correctly. It's not really going to mess things up, I don't think, if we don't do that, but you know, people who are a lot smarter than me at Sony have deemed that a necessity to do that way, so we're not going to question it. We're just going to try to go along with what they've already ordained. It's so tangled. Come on. I should have just cut that bit off that I wrapped at the top earlier. It would have made this unravel a lot easier, because each one of these little ends I could have just pulled on and it would have slipped right out. Instead, they're kind of getting snagged on stuff. No big deal. You see, like that's snagged now. Come on, don't get knotted. You know what? Since we are only using a small chunk of this, let's go ahead and get rid of some of this just to get it out of our way. There we go. There's our copper wire, which is going through the shielding. That's going to be our main wire. And then we're just going to choose some of these bits of the shielding to go along with it. Probably pick some that are right next to it. That one looks like a good bundle. Yeah, there we go. Oh. All right, that should be enough. So let's take these and wind them together. Just twist them up. Yeah, there we go. That should be enough to make a good connection. Not worrying about being such a heat sink like it was last time. Our goal here is just to kind of learn from our mistakes from last time and improve and make this a little easier of a process for us going forward. And this extra bit, we can just flip this unused bit away. There we go. Good. All right. Take this foil away. Same. Snip this foil out of here. Snipping our fingers instead. Go. All right, we got that white wire needed. Got that red wire. Let's see, where are our individual wires? There's our yellow. There's orange. Let's see, that's sort of right up the center, so. Oh, it seems to be paired up with the yellow, so let's move it over there. Then we have our pairs of wires. This is the wires we were using for our video signal, so we're going to leave those extra long because these are shorter, so we don't need that clear wire. We're actually not using the clear wire on any of these. Go ahead and snip those off. Yeah, just put that in the trash can. And let's see. Go ahead and let's unwrap this pairing. So let's see. It's got this. Oh, there we go. No. Yeah, it's got this plastic wrapped around it. That's kind of being a pain. Now, last time I cut through this and I ended up stabbing my finger pretty good, so I'm just gonna unwrap it like this. Might be faster cutting it, but I don't want to stab myself again, because that was very unpleasant, chat. Let me tell you. Not a fan. Not a fan. Now this is our brown wire and a white wire. I don't think we're using that white wire for anything. We cut it off. Let's check our... We're using the standalone white wire, the thin red wire, which is standalone red wire, and the black and white pair, but we're not using the other whites. So all the other whites except for this one and this one can get cut away. So just so these don't get mixed up with anything, I'm gonna just wrap them like this so they're kind of out of my way. I won't get them mixed up with anything. And let's finish unraveling this foil, getting these exposed. Cut anything I shouldn't. Okay. And like I was saying, we don't need the white or the clear, so we'll pull those away from the brown and move those out of our way. I'm going to keep a lot of these extra wires just up here in my little bin of miscellaneous stuff, just so it doesn't... in case we need some extra wire just to bridge a connection. It's always good to have a little extra wire hanging around. Alright. Green. What were we using green for? Green was our 3.3 volts. You know, I was actually looking into how to build a 3.3 volt power supply from a 5 volt input with a 3.3 volt positive rail and a 3.3 volt negative rail, but kind of gave up on it. I was having an awful time sleeping last night, so I decided that would be a good way to spend my time, doing math problems and looking up different data sheets for different ICs. So that's the kind of nerd I am. Alright, we're gonna have to cut this at least to start it. Now, I've already cut myself once, so this goes without saying. When you cut things, be very careful and try as best you can to cut away from your body. Unfortunately, in this case, it's kind of hard to do. Kind of have to cut toward my hand a little bit. But let's see. Okay, that should be enough to start it. Also, make sure I was using a nice sharp blade there. Counterintuitively, the sharper your knife, the less likely you are to get hurt, because most injuries happen, like the way I stabbed my finger is, I was pushing and it wasn't cutting very well, so I pushed really hard, and so when it finally cut, I was pushing too hard and it cut past where I wanted to go, and that was into my thumb. So make sure you're using a good, clean, sharp blade whenever you do cut something. Dull blades are no good, especially when you're using something like an X-Acto knife or a razor blade or something. You can always change out the blades. They're cheap. I usually buy like big packs of them in bulk. Like, I'll show you. Regular razor blades, I just have this giant, like, basically like a magazine full of razor blades. It's like 100 of them in there. I think this was like $10-15. That's like more razor blades than I'll probably need for 20 years. And I have a kind of a similar thing for X-Acto. And actually, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. So it's got the blades here, which actually looks like I'm running out. I'm almost out of blades. Oh yeah, I think I only have 2 left. But it has a place you can put your old expended dull blades. You can stick them in there. And so there's just all your used blades. And then when you run out, you can just boop, right in the trash, and you don't have to worry about them coming out. Okay, it's less likely they're going to come out. Actually, I probably put a piece of tape over that before I threw it away, just to make sure they don't come out. But yeah, it's nice and convenient. Usually when you dispose of blades, you have to wrap them in like paper and make sure that like the ends can't poke through, and that everything's well contained. Because you got to remember, sanitation workers don't need to be finding your old blades when they're doing their job. Just remember, when you throw things away, that isn't the end. People have to handle that trash You have to process it in a lot of cases. And if there's sharp things in those bags, then they can hurt someone, get them sick, or injure them. So, just be thinking about that when you, next time you throw something away. Alright, got the plastic off finally. Now the foil should just peel. Here we go. Yeah, that's the easy part. I thought about doing all this prep work ahead of time, but I figured we could just relax and hang out on stream and while I work on it. How's everyone's weekend been so far? It's been pretty chill. I haven't done anything too exciting. Mostly just stay up too late and watch anime. Come on. Kind of see the plastic's already letting go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Let's see. Come on, plastic. Oh, it's just doubling up over itself, not actually coming off. Oh, there we go. I think that got it. Yeah, nice. That came off pretty easy. Goes the foil. Really interesting to see how these HDMI cables are designed. All this foil and stuff in there to help make sure the signals are nice and clean. They're not getting any crosstalk from one wire to another. Hopefully we'll get to the soldering aspect here soon. Almost there. Actually, I think we will need some of this extra cabling because we're going to be connecting that B button, right? And so we'll need to have a little extra cable to go. Let me show you. Oh, here it is. So we're going to be interacting, or we're going to be, not B button, I said B button, A button. So we're going to be tapping in right here. which is going to be just a little bit longer than the other cables. So we're going to need a little bit extra length. Plus these have these wires already connected, which we're going to be reusing. I'll use about this much of them. Maybe that much. I don't know. I don't want to make this too hard on myself, but the more extra we have in there, the more we'll have to find a way to wrap it around and make sure we've got plenty of strain relief so that if the cable gets yanked during a gaming session, that we don't rip out all of our hard work. Alright, we started at 8 o'clock, it's 8:26. We're making good time. The prep work is the hardest part. At least what we're doing today. Now we might have to do some testing and retesting, which that's gonna be fun. Because the test, I'm basically gonna have to put the entire gun together, and then the whole light gun, and then boot up the game and see if it works. And that's gonna take like 5-10 minutes each time. Hopefully we just we get it first try, but when does that ever happen, chat? I'm not holding my breath, but it'd be a nice surprise. And if you were here, we had to reset the scuff counter. And I just didn't feel right leaving it at 15 when we had two really disastrous beginnings of two streams. And yeah, they didn't really impact the stream. They didn't happen, midstream, but they did happen. And I don't know. I thought it was best to reset. All right, let's take our. Okay. All right. Now we got all of our cables. Just unwind these. Oh. All right. We left two of them connected. Because these are AV cables and we're gonna use those. This is probably gonna be our first ones we connect. I think, yeah, that'll be. Yeah, these will be the first two we work on. And we made sure that our cables matched. That these black and white, we use the black and white on the other end as well. And so we can just tap right into these existing cables that we separated out. Now I am noticing we didn't have a ground wire. It came up from the cable. Let's look. Here's our old cable. And this is the one I'm talking about, this guy here. That went to, as you can see, this cable connected to the shielding. But what happened to it on the other side? Let's open it up. Let's peel this back and look. I think it's just, yeah, the shielding. Yeah, I wonder where it went to. So I don't remember it connecting to anything in here. Let's see, besides these two, how many wires do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wires. Plus the 2 for the video. Huh. I guess they didn't really connect to anything. That's too bad. Well, I think what I'll do is I will leave this hanging out, and then maybe we come back and connect this to ground somewhere. Either we make a little connection here on the ground plane, or we wire it into this ground wire here. Actually, yeah, or we could tap in right there. We have options. We have options. We'll figure that out in the coming hour or two. Let's go ahead and get us some length of wire to work with for these two. Okay, a little more than that, please. Thank you. Same with the white one. Great. And we'll get our heat shrink. This time we're not going to use the soldering iron. This time we're going to actually use the hot air gun to wrap those up. Start with the black wire. Oh, is this going to be thick enough? I need a thicker or larger shrink wrap. Heat shrink tube? I keep calling them shrink wrap for some silly reason. I don't know why. It's too much. I should cut it in half. Oh well, we'll do that now. Go. It makes me uncomfortable that that's such a tight fit. Let's go one size up. Let's use this one. Okay. Same thing, it's a little long, so we'll cut it in half. Alright, just slip this over here. Good. Alright, now because we have plenty of length here to work with, can wrap these over each other. Just let me get some tweezers to make this a little easier. What's wrong, tweezers? Here we go. All right. So should be able to wrap these together. Wires. This wire made of the stranded wire is really thick. First, the solid core wire from our HDMI cable. Ouch. Oh, that's a good connection, though. Alright, let's warm up our iron. Bit of flux right there. Help our solder flow. Whole thing, just part of it. There we go. It's good. Slip our heat shrink tubing over our joint. Hit it with a little heat. My heat gun. Get it all nice and tightened up on there. Perfect. On to our next one. Same thing. Just twist this wire up. Maybe get it a little thinner. Twist it up. So a little easier to work with than the last one. Oh, forgot our heat shrink tube. I know I'm going to forget it on one of these eventually and be kind of cross, but come on. Down. So what I like to do is I like to bend them like a hook and then wrap the tail around the original wire. So like hook it around and then wind it. That makes for usually a really strong connection. And then then you solder on top of that. It's a really good. You get a really good hold. I could probably get away with just a regular old twist. You know, just twisting them together willy-nilly, but I might as well do it as best as we can when we're able, so that there's less to go wrong later on. Okay. That twist makes a really nice connection, even without soldering it. Flux. Put a little solder there. That's pretty good. All right. Put our heat shrink over that. We hit it with our air, with our hot air. that'll help also keep it together, because these heat shrink tubes have some glue or adhesive in them that glues everything together as well to help strengthen the connection. So, all right, 2 down. So fast. We'll move these up some. Because like I said, I want to... Let's see. We bent those all over. We had a good amount of wire to work with on both ends. I want them to be about... Let's see. Oh, here, just in case we have to cut back on some. And I think this thin red wire, let's look at what it's supposed to connect to. Thin red doesn't exist. Thin red doesn't go to anything. Thin red we're gonna have to connect. That's for the switch. So all these wires we can just cut right here. Should give us plenty of room. Oops. Plenty to work with. Keep all those extra wires here. Hey. What's up, Slime? How you doing? What's on sale? Sorry, I guess I missed the original message. What's on sale right now? Wrong chat, but... Oh, I see. Oh, that's no big deal. Welcome in. Any chat you're in is the correct chat, is what I like to say. Oh, Slime, while you're here, how do you feel about the game Among Us? Do you like the game Among Us? What's our blue wire? So let's, So I'm gonna, by the way, just so, sorry I forgot to say this. So I'm gonna start from the left side here and move right. I'm gonna start, my next connection's blue. And so our blue one here was blue, went to blue. So we'll just go blue to blue. So I've got this prepared. I'm terrible at line games. Never got into it? Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you about this anyways. Soon is my stream anniversary, and I'm getting some people to play Among Us on the 25th. And if you'd be interested, I'd love to have you. But if it's not your game, don't feel like you have to. I'll send you the details if you're interested. By the way, sorry if I sound a little mellow, chat. I'm just in a real mellow mood today. What year is it for your anniversary? The very first. I've been streaming as Retro for 1 whole year on July 25th. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, level 1 Retro, that's right. Although I guess technically I'll be level 2, because you always start out at level 1. Unless in the Twitch world you start as level 0, and actually that would make sense. You start out streaming, you're level 0. Come on. Someone doesn't want to heat up. There we go. Come on, y'all. Get melty. Oh, that... didn't work. Shoot. Thought it didn't feel good. Darn. Okay. Just cut this big blob of goo off. These wires definitely have not been the most, how do you say, structurally sound. It has been quite difficult getting these to solder to other things. Alright, let's try just getting this. Let's try tinning this first. Might not be able to do this. Oh, you know what? Maybe that was the world telling us we forgot to put our shrink wrap on. Let's use that bigger piece again. These out. Alright, that's not a super good twist. In fact, that's actually a very, very bad twist. Let's try to make that a little better. Alright, there we go. I think that's about as good as that's gonna get. This wire's just being a pain. Go. Deal with our hot air gun. Good. All right. Next, have orange. And the wiring they use for this just really doesn't feel that substantial. This really doesn't have to be very thick. It's not sending a lot of... It's pretty low power application here. Just double check. I think it was orange to orange, but we need to make sure. It is. Perfect. All right. We'll get our orange wire. Just this one here. Oh, almost forgot again. There we go. Be so gentle, these wires are so thin. Let's try soldering that together. Flux on there. Yeah. Iron, give me a little trouble here. Go. Just move our tube over there and hit it with some hot air. Our hot air station. Go. Another one done. Don't shrink as much as I expected it to. Oh well. Alright, what wire is next? Yellow. This guy's in half. Choose on our yellow line. Check, I think it was yellow to yellow, but again, we don't want to make mistakes. Yellow to yellow. Get some of this cotton off of here. Take our yellow wire. We got our piece of shrink tube on there. So let's go ahead and grab our tweezers. Make a little bend. Wow, have we already been going for an hour? 30 more minutes, we'll take a little break. I'm probably gonna go get some peanut butter and Kit Kats as a snack today. I think that's what I'm feeling. I got some dark chocolate Kit Kats from the Asian Foods grocery store. And I like to dip them in peanut butter. I think it's quite good. It's no, glamorous baked good, but it is delicious. Won't get me on the Great British Bake Off, but definitely put a smile on my face. Overdoing it or touching it up like that. Okay. Let's tin our tip. I think I'm gonna start using my hood. These fumes are really starting to get to me a little bit. Let's see, is that in the way, chat? Try to get this not in the way. Good enough. That's pretty out of the way. Our shrink tube for our joint, and then we'll hit it with some heat. On to the next. We're just flying through these, chat. We might get all this done before our break, if we're lucky. That being a big if. Did we just get nothing but cotton on that? Wow, yeah, no conductor at all, just cotton. Okay. Building got caught on the cotton. Okay, make sure this red, because we have two reds. So we have red to red and blue to blue. And then our thin red is this guy here. Okay, so this red goes to red. Hook. Oh, this is annoying. There we go. Just forgot. I'm just determined to forget one. Okay, got that side. So hard to do a twist like this when the wires are different thicknesses. One's like stranded and the other's solid core. Oh, that's about as good as that's gonna get. Connect these. There we go. Looks great. Let's put our tube over it and hit it with some heat. And we'll be on the next wire. Nice. It's the red wire down. What's next? Black or brown? Ooh, that's still hot. Black. All right, let's double check. Oh, black wire is going to a white wire. So that's this one right here. So this black wire is actually going to go to this white wire. These are both pretty thin. I think I'm going to use one of the thinner shrinks this time. Anybody do anything fun today on this Saturday? I don't think I noticed any replies. I thought I said earlier. I mostly just tried to catch up on sleep, but had kind of the opposite effect. Did go to the park though, that was fun. Went for a walk, got to touch grass. Yes, a VTuber touching grass. Mark your calendars. It actually happened. I achieved the impossible. Being a VTuber and touching grass. Around. Alright, pretty good. Not perfect, but perfect is the enemy of good. We're looking for good today, chat. Unlike last time, which was borderline awful. That out of my way. All right, here we go. Lobby looks solid. Sure, heat shrink will fit over it. Oh no. Oh, barely. Look, you can see it. You can see it poking through. All right, but we got it. So let's hit it with the hot air. Tighten everything down. Nice. Looking good. Looking good. On a roll. Okay. I'm just checking the time. All right, cool. So we've got a brown wire. And then let's see. Brown to brown, green to green, red to red, blue to blue. Okay, yeah, the only one that was different was that black wire. So we're safe to just do green to green, brown to brown. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do a thin one again. Make that fit better. All right, let's strip our wire here. Come on. Oh. Fill all this cotton. As much of it as we can. Okay, got our shrink on there. This one, let's see. Now, I'll have to use the tweezers. Get this started, just like the others. This wire's just so thin, there's not much to work with. Hope we don't have an issue with resistance. The signals don't send down the wire correctly because the wires are thicker and there's more resistance. Especially because it's a longer cable than it originally had as well. Oh, don't. I'm psyching myself out, chat. I'm like getting myself ready for a disaster that hasn't even happened yet. Side effect of being a time traveler, I guess. Right. Good. Let's get the shrink over it. we go. And heat gun time. My heat gun cable's caught on one of my tools. Go. It's this guy. Alright, that leaves us just this one left. Green to green. Last one. Cotton strands are really getting in my way. And I did it, chat. I soldered two of the wires together, and I didn't put a shrink on it. I knew I was gonna do that with at least one of them. We're doing so good. Let's try to fake it. It's probably not gonna work, but we can try. Just cut one of these down the middle. Slide it over this. That's kind of one of the thicker ones. Let's get a thin one. That one's used up. That unused or used? That's unused. So what we're gonna do is put a small one on it that we've cut down the middle. And yes, you might be saying to yourself, just cut the wire and re-solder it. No, chat, that's giving up. And I want to see if this will actually work. I've never tried it before. Come on, glove, stop sticking. There we go. Okay. Go one over. Then the other one over with the opening facing the other way. Hit it with heat and see what it does. Oh, it kind of curled up for a second there. Is it actually going to make a seal? You know what? That ain't half bad. It's not half good, but it's also not half bad. All right, we got all of our wires connected for the main circuit board piece. Very excellent. Very, very excellent. Now I just need this one. Before I forget. Just put that on there. And let's use a piece of this red wire here. Or do I have a piece of solid core I could use? Yeah, I like this. Let's use a piece of solid wire. Wrap this one around this one. Let's put it back around this one. All right. Let's solder these two together. Oops. Oh, our shrink decided to come join the party. Get that over into place then. So with some heat. Up. All right. On this end, need a ton. Just need to patch into this A button over here. Alright, easy as that. Alright, let's tin our tip, because we might be done with all the soldering. Let's clean up our work area a bit. Connect this to the ground plane anywhere? Let's let it hang out for now. Think about that. I wish I had made that a little longer. It's a bit of a stretch. Alright, so we gotta get that out of here. The next thing we gotta do is think about how we want to reinsert this back into the light gun frame. Get all of our other mechanisms in place. There. And we've got our board. This just slides in here. This one slides in here. Oh, no. Like that. Make sure not to clear the button. Don't let the trigger bumping that cable. Okay, there's our trigger mechanism. Deal with that after we're ready to get this back in the gun. Alright, our red cables went to A, so we need to make sure it's this way down. Alright, slide that over that. What? Oh! They're labeled B1, B2, A1, A2. Aha. I almost goofed that up, chat. That could have been a problem. Oh, whoops. That guy's over there. You gotta go here, buddy. So you can go on top of that. Alright, so that should be all our controls back in place. Now we gotta figure out how to do this part. We need to get all this excess wire in here, but not in the way. So it's pretty stiff because we left it bundled. So yeah, let's try doing this. And getting this stuffed. This into here. And then this one can go like that. Put you over here out of the way for now. And then we put our HDMI cable through the different strain relief points. Oh, that actually... Ooh, that's close. That's pretty good. I just need to move this forward a tad. Yeah, so it bends a bit more. Chad, I think that's gonna fit. I think that's all gonna fit. Let's get the trigger back into place one more time. Yeah, no obscuring anything. Nothing's getting anything else's way. This looks pretty good, chat. I think this is gonna work. Our lens back in place, and then the top shell. Oh, everything fits together so nicely. Oh, let's get it all screwed down, and then we'll go on our break, and then we'll work on the next part, which will be the foot pedal. Oh, I'm so excited, Chad. I'm so excited. This actually is going way smoother than I was hoping. Yay! It's gonna work, probably. Well, thanks for hanging out this long, chat. Alright, I'm not gonna put all those screws in. I'm just gonna put in a couple key ones. Particularly around the cables and buttons. Might as well do all of them. Why not? So excited to try this out, chat. So what we might do is when we come back, actually just try the gun con by itself just to make sure it works. And then we'll start working on the pedal. So while we're on our break, I'll go ahead and get the I'll go ahead and do that while we're on our break just to do a quick test. And if it works, we won't worry about it. And we'll just move on to the next part. But look at this. I think this looks professional. Like, if you didn't know any better... Oh, the buttons feel good. Yeah, the lenses in there Yeah, if you didn't know any better, you'd never know the cable had been replaced and upgraded. It fits perfectly. Like it's... Oh, and it's in there real solid because it hooked into all the strain relief places. And it's the same thickness too, so it just fit perfectly in there. That's awesome. I'm so excited. All right, chat. Let's go on a break, and we'll be back in 15 minutes, and I'll let you know what the results were. Stay tuned. See you in 15. Bye-bye. Hey, chat, welcome back. I have some good news to report. The gun worked perfectly. It just like instantly worked. It was as if it hadn't been repaired at all. It was perfect. And I was so happy. I was so happy. So, what's next? Well, we're gonna make this into something. First thing I need to do is I need to rescue this little button from this broken PS2 controller we were gonna use, but this new idea came to the forefront. And I'm gonna need some of gonna need these files because we're gonna be doing some destruction here in a minute. Come on. There we go. Get rid of this. Ciao. And so, here's the plan. We're gonna map these 9 ports over to these ports here, except for that one that we added to our controller. This guy here, number 8, pin 8. That one, we're going to connect to our switch. And we're going to connect our switch back to our ground pin. Make sense? And then we're going to sever all these connections. That's what the files are going to be for. So I think the first thing we should do is filing. Yeah, let's start there. Let's go ahead and destroy these traces. If you weren't here for the first part of this repair on Tuesday, this board doesn't work. It never worked. The product was a failure, and it was not recoverable. They filed all the labels off the chip here, and no matter any of the research I did, I couldn't figure out what it was, so I couldn't just reuse this chip and like create my own circuit, you know, basically fix whatever they did wrong. So we had to go down this whole rabbit hole because of that. But we're just going to use this as a platform for our mod. And that's really all this is good for at this point, just being a platform for our mod. So this may not be the best file choice. Hold on. I'll get a different one. I thought I grabbed the rectangular one. Apparently that was the half circle. Square. Let's do the rectangular one. destroy these traces. Oh yeah, that was real good. Get that last one. All right, that looks good. Those look pretty well destroyed. Back to these two. Nice. Got that one there to do. Okay, all those look pretty well destroyed. Got a straggler there. All right, I don't think any of those are making a connection now. Well, that one's a little bit connected. Just make sure. All right, that looks good. Let's work on this side. Almost. Now, you might be looking at this and kind of cringing a little bit. I am too, to be honest. I don't like being this destructive. Fortunately, like I said, this thing is just broken. And it's fundamentally flawed in a way that just can't be remedied. So, I mean, destroying this and modifying it this way is better than it ending up in an e-waste place. At least the individual components can still get used. Okay, that looks good. Those are all severed. We can do a quick check though, just to be sure. Using our multimeter. Let's do a quick continuity check. Sometimes to create, you must destroy, chat. That is the way of the world. Alright, let's see. Nope. Nope. Well, that's just super broken. Nope. 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 All dead. Nope. Nope. That's still connected, but that doesn't go any further down. those connections are well and truly dead. Definitely got them disconnected completely. Good. Destroyed completely. Now let us build it back up. All right, so okay, so that's how it goes in. So plugs are gonna line up like this. They're gonna be across there. So let's work with those same colors. Black for this one here. Let's see. You a solid core wire? Are you one of those? Yeah, let's not use that one. You know what? I got some wire we can use. Got some 28 gauge silicone coated wire. Very nice. Doesn't have all the colors we need, but it has 6. We've got more than 6, but it'll get us a start. Then we can go find some other color wires. Or we'll just repeat some colors. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Alright. I also have another box of wires. I don't think it has any different colors. I think it's all the same colors. Let's put this away. We're not going to need this for a little bit. Turn this up again. Turn it off. Okay, so we need a little black wire to go across here. Let's see. So the black wire is going to go from here to where? Well, we got to find out. So that's all we got. Our multimeter in hanging around. Oh, actually, I don't need the file anymore. Let's put it away. That's one less thing in our workspace taking up resources. All right. So we need to find this wire here. So the one on the farthest over. Which one of you is that? All right, so it's number 3. So number 3 goes to the end. So let's handle that. Actually, I don't know why I turned the soldering iron off. because they're going to need that. Alright, so it's number 3 here. Number 1 here. Let's twist these wires up a little bit. Come on. There we go. And then to number 3 over here. Done. That's 1. Next is going to be our no connection wire. You just skip it because we're going to be doing that one a little later. Double check, make sure we're heading the right direction. Yeah, okay. Blue is our clock wire. So let's find where that goes. Let's go to this 3rd one here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, clock goes to 5. Our blue all the way down, so let's just keep going with that theming, the color scheme. All right, here we go. I need this hood again. These are giving me a headache. I gotta stop inhaling them. They're very bad for me. Been connected. So those two, which one did we say? Number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This for the tweezers is going to be a little easier. Go. All right. Got that one. Okay. Next is, let's see, we've got yellow on the here, but red here. Let's go ahead and stick with that. Go with yellow. So we use the yellow wire. Actually, we need to find out which one it is. So it's going to be this pin here, number 4. Let's see where it goes on the board. Oh, right between those two. All right. Measure out our cable, our wire. It's time to start on this side. Go. Let's drop this one into here. Oops. Okay, that one's done. Oh, I totally said I was gonna stick to the red color scheme. Oops. Oh well, what's done is done. Oh, I'm sorry. Chat, I'm really sorry. I gotta be right back. Something just happened IRL, and I need to go, but I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. Hey, Chad, I'm back. Wow, so you might hear some sirens in the background. I promise I'm not getting swatted. There was a car accident that just happened right outside my door. Literally. There was a big crash, and I went outside, and yeah, someone hit a parked car right in front of my driveway. What an eventful Saturday. Whew. Well, everyone's okay. No injuries as far as we can tell. The person driving the car, thankfully, wasn't going very fast. But, whew. Sorry, I ran back upstairs. I'm a little winded. Yeah, wow. That was wild. So what we're doing? I completely forgot. Oh, we were connecting these wires, bridging from here to here. Let's see. Give me a second here. But yeah, I went out there and I made sure no one was hurt. We called emergency services. Actually, I just heard the sirens, so they're just arrived. Notified the person who owned the parked car. Yeah, so it's all being dealt with outside. So yeah, I might have to go if anybody needs me for anything, if I hear a knock on my door or anything, but should be fine. But let's keep going. Let's see. We were on the next wire, which was power wire, middle wire. Also, hello, Wireball. Welcome in. What a fun time to jump in. Good timing. Just in time for the automobile crash outside the house. Let's find where this connects. Oh, whoops. Didn't put it on continuity. Oh, it's the first wire here. All right, we're gonna use red because since we started using the bottom color scheme, let's keep to it. Make things a little consistent as we can. I'm gonna make it a little short because I want it to be on this side of the switch. Actually, no. Let's make it on the other side of the switch, and we'll make the remainder ones on that side of the switch. Yeah. Luckily, no one was injured, so I'm gonna consider that no longer any of my business. Unless, of course, someone needs a statement. But I didn't witness it, I just heard it. Yeah, come to my stream. You never know what kind of crazy shenanigans are going to happen. Alright. Get our solder in place. Or, sorry, flux in place. Let's start with short side. By the way, if you're just joining us, we managed to get all the wires connected inside the gun con, and it worked when I tested it out while we were on break. So that's why we moved on to this part of the project, which is getting the pass-through working. Oh no! Ah, come on. Go in there. There we go. Right now, this circuit board we're looking at is the circuit board for the pedal. And we cut all the existing connections to the board because we're not using any of this circuitry at all. It's just, we can't, none of it can be salvaged, unfortunately. Because we don't know what the chip does, and reverse engineering, it's just going to be too much of a pain. Especially for something that didn't work to start with. For all we know, we could reverse engineer anything, and it turns out the chips were just faulty from the factory. And then we don't know what the IC is, so there's no way to no way to deal with it. So anyways, okay, so that took care of that one. What's next? Next we've got ground, which is this one here. That's gonna be this one here, I know it, but we'll just meter up just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be the third one in this pack of 3 here. Turn that down while I'm going to talk. Okay, and oh, it wasn't. Oh, it shows what I know. Oh, 1, 2, 3 from the end. Okay, 3 from the end. Just use another black wire. Easier to go this way, start going this way now. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I hope everyone is having a great night tonight. And everyone's out there driving safe. Watching the stream while driving. No texting while driving either. Yeah, be very careful out there, chat. Car accidents are a big deal. Like, a lot of people get hurt every year in car accidents. And I'd hate for any of our wonderful community to end up in the hospital or worse because of unattended driving. Go. I'm glad you do, Wireball. I'm glad you do. Darn it. It's so hard to get the wire to actually solder to the connector. The connector just sops up heat like crazy. There we go. Alright. Just double check. Yeah, I could actually see my meter, my soldering iron got colder. It like dropped like 50 degrees Fahrenheit when I was trying to do that connection. Okay, that one's still good. Alright. Next. So we did our ground. Next is vibration motor, which we're not using, so we can skip it. the control, which is orange. We don't have orange, so we can use... what color haven't we used? Green? Green and white. All right, so we'll use brown for data, or sorry, white for data, and green for our command. So let's find our command line. All right, command is right next to blue. Okay. Boop. Whoa! Hello. Oof. Oh, my back popped. So many shrimp to the face. Made my back pop. Hello, Galley Sprout. Welcome to the party. Glad you could make it. I'm always glad all of you can make it, even the lurkers who don't chat. I know you're out there. I appreciate you. Appreciate you more than you know. Although I have to say, I am a little biased towards chatters now. If I have nothing but lurkers and no chatters, it makes it harder to stream, if I'm being honest. Having someone to talk to while I stream always makes things go by easier. So thanks everyone who lurks, and also thank you to the chatters. The chatters really help me keep my wits about me while I'm doing this stuff. And you guys get to talk about my live reaction to hearing a car crash right outside my door. All right, there's already some solder in this one. Let's see if I can melt this and get this in there using that existing solder. Yes, I did. Let me check that, make sure it's good. That's not great. Actually, that's in there pretty good. Oh, fish smell. Fish smell. Oh, fish smell. Ugh. Oh, I got too close. Forbidden spaghetti. Forbidden spaghetti. So in case you didn't know, there's a lot of products used in manufacturing of circuit boards. And one of them that I encounter a lot, that a lot of people who've done circuit board repair will tell you, is something that smells like fish. It's oh, this stuff. So this flux, I don't know what this flux is made of. It might be artificial, or a lot of flux is made from tree resin. But there was a time, and I don't know if it's still the case, but there was a time in especially Japanese manufacturing that they used a flux that was fish based. I don't remember if it was like ground up fish scales or fish oil or something, but it was a deoxygenating agent and a flowing assistant that was somehow made of fish. And every once in a while you run into it and you're like, oh, it's fish smell. Oh, gross. It's the worst smell of fish too. It's when I was working on my Sega Genesis, the first Sega Genesis I modded, and I took out all those capacitors, the whole work area just smelled like fish. It was so gross. It's not fun. It's not fun. Actually, I'm gonna look that up real quick. Make sure I'm not spreading any misinformation. Let's see. Soldering smells like fish. Yes, there is fishy chemicals also been used in the past as flux for soldering and to treat surfaces of printed circuit boards. These degrade, and especially when they're heated up and they start to smell. Yep, made of fish. Oh yeah, and there's all kinds of posts on like Raspberry Pi forum, Antique Radio forum, EEV blog, Korea. Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah, so just it's pretty well documented. So yeah, gross, right? Well, that sounds awful. Also, retro. It's Saturday. Doth thou starve? No, I actually. So today I woke up at 10. I had a bagel. I had a meal replacement shake. And then, believe it or not, I had a fried chicken sandwich and French fries for dinner. And then I had a couple snacks as well. I had, we made these little Korean, it's not bibimbap, kimbap? Yeah, little kimbap rolls. We had a little of that. Let's see, I had some ice cream. I had like one of those ice cream cones that you buy at the stores that come in like freezer packs. I had one of those. It was a small one. Yeah, I am not starving today. I am a well-fed retro. Oh, we have one cable, one connection left to go. Let's find it. Aw, thank you, Galley Sprout. I appreciate the encouragement. Alright, let's see. Where is this last one? Where's our control data? There we go. Between the green and the black. Alright. What I say, we're going to use white for that one. All right, let's see. That looks like the right length. Fan on. What did that wire go I just cut? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was smart retro. Put a white wire down on a white piece of paper. That'll turn out well. The other day, you spilled a cup of juice all over your bed and desk. Oh no, Galley Sprout. Oh, that stinks. Probably literally. Oh, all over the bed and desk. Yikes. How'd you clean that up? It sounds miserable. Oh, I missed the pad. I missed it. Come on. No, make sure I didn't bridge anything. A little. There we go. All right. Right with that. All right. That's most of the wires. But we still have one to go. Well, technically two. Oh, it's all sorted now. No stench detected. That's good. Mad at the time it took. I agree. Yeah, I could see that. How long did it take you in the end? Few hours? Yuck. Well, sorry about that. At least you're able to get it all cleaned up. So now we're connecting this to the to our switch. So I'm just gonna do. Actually, let's do both sides. The way I'm gonna do this is gonna be a little janky. I'm gonna just stuff this wire down the through hole, and then I'm gonna put the switch over it, and then solder on the other side. Unless. Oh, this is up. Oh, never mind. I don't have to do that at all. I just solder this directly to the pins. Never mind. Oh no, it didn't take. There we go. Took it a second to. Oh, why is there wires hanging out? Okay. Alright, just solder that to that after we get the connector in. And then which one of these wires was our ground? This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Black. All right, let's get another snippet of black cable. Let's eyeball it. That side and that side. All right, and we're gonna solder this one on top of the other one. We're almost done. We're very close to being finished. Believe it or not. Ugh, fish smell again. let's we need to turn the fan on. All right, what's next? Yes, we need to install our Switch again. No paper anymore, at least not right now. So we got our Switch here. We just gotta clean up the pins here. They're a little mangled. Darn it, I can't fit through with the solder on them. All right, let's wick that solder off. Straighten these pins out. Also, I totally forgot we need to sever all the connections to these as well. Let's get our file back out. Oh, I gotta do laundry tomorrow. That reminds me, Kelly's Pro. Thank you. Need to wash the interdimensional shirt. All right, that one's severed. Okay, good. Broke those connections, so they're not going to be messing with anything. Because we just want to isolate all these three pieces from the rest of the board. Because the rest of the board, like I said, is dead. There's no reason to have any connection to it anymore. It could just cause problems. Okay. Whew. Yes, we gotta get their wick out. That should be good enough. We wet our tin, our tip. There we go. I was gonna pull these switches out because they're not doing anything, but what's the point? All right, so got the switches, got the switch in there. Just I guess I probably don't need extra flux. We can just use the flux from the solder. We're gonna be good enough for this. Yeah, perfect. Make sure that's on there nice and flat. It is. We just need to connect these wires. Excuse me. Yeah, you can go to this one. Why not? It's a little. Yeah, it could have gone better. That's a mess. Let me add some more flux. And solder. All right. And this one. All right, last connection. And then I think we're done. That's left-handed. Go. Done. Let's tin our tip one more time. All right. Looks pretty good. Snip off this little extra here. All right, that's oh no, wait, almost forgot. We've got 2 more connections to make that I almost forgot about. This guy. All right, let's see where we are on the board. You might be thinking to yourself, Retro, there's no more cables to connect. Where's this gonna go? Oh, we're gonna make a hole. Below 0 degrees Celsius. That's definitely one way to do it. What is that cable? Oh, that's probably for the motor. Interesting. That white wire doesn't go to the shielding outside this thing? Interesting. These aren't connected? Well, now I'm a little concerned. What did this white wire go to? Let's check the other pins. Nothing, apparently. That's strange. Oh, also, it's still connected to stuff, I just noticed. Well, we have all our connections, except for the one, which, just to double check. Oh, that's the white cable. Then what was this cable? Huh. Let's just do some double checking. Oh. Have we messed something up? This one goes to here. What is this third to last? 1, 2, 3, the vibration motor. All right. And let me guess, this 8 connects. All right, cool. So the not used pin goes here. The end of this pin is the very last one. That's the vibration motor. Okay, and that's just regular ground. Okay. Means I have to once again pull this out. Just leave it on my desk because I shouldn't have put it away. Chocolate chip mint is one of favorite I like along with good vanilla. Heck yeah. My favorite, vanilla ice cream. But for home. But I really love there's this one place that I went to that had it was like a milkshake, and it was vanilla ice cream, strawberry like flavoring, either like jam, jelly, or maybe syrup, and Oreo cookies all crushed up inside. It was so good, so good. It's amazing. Let's cut this right here. Perfect. All right, that's cut. Vanilla mixed with strawberries or caramel is pretty good. Oh yeah, I agree. Galley Sprout. In fact, if they're still open when I finish streaming, I don't think they are. I think they close at 11. Yeah, they close at 11. I'm pretty sure. I was gonna say I'm gonna go grab one if they're still open, but let's get a chunk of white wire. Let's get an equal chunk of black wire. And This little guy. This is a leftover I had from a mod I did. And it's, in fact, colored the correct color. So that worked out. So we need to... White was our signal wire. Right? White was on the other one. So what we gotta do is solder these guys into place. This is gonna go to ground. This one's gonna go to that signal pin. Actually turn on the fan this time. Glad you aren't starving on the night of the questions about food. That would have been pretty ironic. Galley sprout. Trying to think of how I want to do this. So let's connect it like this. Iron got cold. Need it back up. Here. It's kind of dicey. Yes, we can. That looks so ugly. I don't know how well that's gonna hold. That is a very ugly solder joint. Let me clean that up a bit. Put a little extra solder in there. Recall that white was on the white piece of paper, but I don't think that info helps. Yeah, it doesn't. But it doesn't matter, as long as we're consistent internally here on this board. Oh, it is a big mess. No! Oh, it moved. Alright, move that wire, this wire off. And save this wire back. Let's put it back on. know what? Good enough. Good enough for right now. All right. Let's tin our tip. And I know it is 11. We need to head out. We're so close. Now, I'm gonna stage this. Everything fits in here. Okay. So we need to run these 2 wires over here and out here. And we'll add our connector right here. This guy. But I'm gonna need another tool for that. Hand drill time! Time to get real destructive. Just need to find myself the proper size bit that's gonna match what we're trying, the size of the hole we're trying to make here. .3/16 looks like the winner, but no. Yeah, let's just go with 3/16. Zoom, zoom, zoom. All right, let's take our circuit board out so we don't drill into our circuit board. Pro tip, don't drill holes in your circuit boards. Chat. Okay, and we're going to want to put this right here. We're going to want to drill straight down. All right. Hole. Oh, it was too small. Well, get a different bit, make it bigger. Let's just go with the next size up. Aw, thank you for the head pat, Scally Sprout. Alright, what's our next size up? 13/64. Still too small. Alright. That's plastic off of it. .30 seconds. All right, break it whole. I have such a cleanup to do later. No, still not big enough. What in the world? It looks like it should be big enough. The dehydrate must be affecting him. I haven't dehydrated. Actually, I haven't hydrated either. Oh no, I tore a glove. Oh, I totally tore it. All right, I got 15/64 and 1/4. We'll try those when I get back. Oh, it's so hard to put a new glove on when your hands are all wet. Oh, I hate it. Oh, Chad, I hate it. Oh, it's so hard to put on a glove. Oh, my fingers are all stuck. Oh, I can't get my thumb in. Oh no. No. Ugh. All right. Oops. Paint that on better. Make the hole a little bit bigger. By the way, the reason I'm walking it up is I don't want to make the hole too big. Oh, is it really 1/4? Oh, the whole time it was just 1/4. All right, note to self: these connectors use a 1/4 like size hole. Yep, 1/4. All that. All right, so. Gotta get all this stuff. So white wire is going to be our signal wire. This is going to be our black wire is going to be our ground. Ground is going to go to this hoop, which we can just go ahead and connect now. I can hear the machinery outside, like picking up the cars that got messed up in the accident. All right, that's a good connection. Ah, bit of. All right, that's good. So this is going to be the outside. So we need to run the wire through the hole to this. And solder it from the outside. And this nut needs to go over this as well, because that's going to screw on the inside. Actually, we don't need it on right now. We need it on in this middle section. So we actually need to put it on here. Oh, I wish I'd used a longer piece of wire. Alright, so like that. Then put the washer on. Or sorry, the little fastener. Gotta get this back through the hole. Come on, go back through the hole. Alright. Now we solder. I'll make this as easy as I can on myself. There we go. Hold it like this so I don't burn myself. I'll just a little put the solder wire in there just so it's oh, I forgot my fan. Yeah, that looks like a good connection too. Alright, so I should now be able to put that through there. Dang it! What about the... yeah. I goofed. I really goofed. Until I'm getting tired. Because I'm making really silly mistakes. And burning myself. So what I forgot to do is not only do I need that fastener there, but I need our ground wire. Don't worry, I'm a trained professional. When I hurt myself, it's because I'm a trained professional. I'm actually not a trained professional at this. I am quite the opposite, in fact. I mean, I guess when you guys sub and give bits, I'm technically professional because I'm getting paid to do this, but definitely not trained. Trained is definitely a no. Not trained. Not even a little. All self-taught. Alright, let's see if we can heat this back up and make that solder reflow. There's just not enough of it under there. Need a bit of this. There we go. Good. Happy with that. About to say that I was surprised that you could touch that. Nope, turns out I couldn't. Couldn't touch that. I'd say self-taught, but I actually learned a lot of both my soldering and computer skills from experienced people around me. Yeah, I mean, I think with a lot of this stuff, there is definitely something to be said about hearing from experts and people who have come before you and done it, and like, you know, have burned themselves. Alright, now I need to get needle nose pliers and attach that fastener. So this is gonna be fun. Our ground wire there. And we've got our little fastener. Gotta figure out a way to get it on there. Oh, this is such a pain. Actually fastening? Oh no. Okay, well, this is gonna be fun. So it turned out there was just barely enough room for that fastener in there. And there wasn't enough room for it to turn. But now it's in there nice and snug. So, all right, just gotta get these wires out of the way. Not this direction. So now we should, in theory, have a functioning device of some variety. Yep, this should work. Maybe, probably. let's put it all back together and we'll see. Oh, burning. That one I'm self-taught on. Yeah, burning yourself is definitely that's a self-taught for sure. No, that's not what I need. That goes here. This tiny one. Which that's too big for. Right size? That's right size. Is that the screw that goes there? Sure hope it is. Yeah, that doesn't go there at all. Does it fit these guys? Yeah, it does. Okay. What are these screws from? What crazy project did those come out of? Oh, were those for the... Oh, those came out of the controller. Oh, yeah. Those came out of this guy. I can just pack those up in a bag. I don't need those anymore. Actually, I need to use one of these empty... In fact, let's do that. Use one of these empty little boxes in my parts box for extra screws. Where's the bottom? Here we go. Uh-oh. It isn't going down all the way. What's that caught on? Let's unscrew the motherboard. Oh, then we can stretch. Yeah. Oh. Oof. Oh. Oh. Thank you for the stretch. And yeah, there was plenty of back pops in there for sure. Alright, what am I caught on? What are we not able to go down because of? Oh, is it that? Oh yeah, it's this right here. Okay, so to loosen that up enough to move that down out of the way. Now we tighten it back up. Yeah, it's this way. Okay. Now hopefully this will close up. Yeah, there we go. That time it worked. What did we do with that screw? Oh no. Wasn't this one? This is the one that goes to the bottom. Uh-oh, where'd that little screw go? Rattling around in there? No? Ruh-roh. Chad, did you see what I did with that? Oh. It magnetizes the side of the screwdriver. Oh, that had me going for a second there. I thought we had totally lost it. Yep, no, that's a silly count for sure. That's 110% a silly count. There's no denying that one. All right. Now, we should be able to plug our gun con into here and here, and then plug this into the PlayStation here and here, and play Time Crisis with a pedal. Uh-oh. I was keeping that around for a reason. So, by the way, this pedal is so poorly made. It's like really cheap plastic. Extremely cheap plastic. So, I also do not really care too much about destroying it, but you know, if we can get a working object out of the cobbled together remains of this thing, I'll be extremely satisfied. All right, chat, all that's left to do now is to test. So give me a moment. I will wait, where'd the other foot go? What happened to that foot? I put it right there. Both of them. Did it stick to my clothes? Gosh darn it. Just my luck. Did I knock it on the floor? Oh, no, it was on my shirt. I must have brushed up against it. It stuck to me. Okay, got all the feet. All right, so give me like 2, 3, 2, 5 minutes. I'm gonna set up Time Crisis, plug everything up, and we're gonna see if it works. I'll be right back, chat.
Hello, chat. Hope you can hear me. I don't have anything of my setup in the game room right now. I just hit the button on the stream deck and came on over here. But I did notice on the preview it's got the calibration set up, so let's see how well we work. All right, just get my mic set up. Turn the TV on. All right, I see our calibration. Let's see if I can calibrate. Ooh, yeah. All right, now, if the pedal works, when I hit the pedal, it should okay. The same as hitting a button on the gun. It worked! Oh, chat, it worked. Oh, chat! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Let's just play a little bit of this. I apologize that the music is kind of overlapping. I can't really do anything about that. But let's just play like real quick a little bit of this just to make sure it works. But I think we did it, chat. I think we really actually did it. I think the mod and everything worked. All right, let's get the cutscene. All right, here we go. Oh, the foot pedal works. Oh, it works, chat. The foot pedal works. Oh, chat, I'm so excited. Oh, you don't understand how exciting this is. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, it's just like the arcade. Oop, don't shoot player 2. Oop, grenade. Oh yeah, the pedal definitely feels really squishy. I can see where all the bad reviews talk about, ooh, right in the face. All right, I can definitely see where the reviews are coming from, but we did it, chat. We made the pedal work. We went a little above and beyond to do it, but we did it. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut all this down, grab the microphone, head back over to the repair station, and then we'll do our outro. So hold on one second, chat. I'm back, chat. I'm back. All right. Thanks for the clip there, Wireball. I'll definitely check that out. Oh, man. Yeah, so it worked. We did it, chat. We actually made it work. I'm so excited. I'm assuming from your reaction that you guys heard and saw what I was doing, so that's awesome. Oh, I've got a snack waiting for me too after the stream. I just realized I had ordered something, a nice little treat for myself, and I forgot to eat it earlier when I ate my dinner. So let's raid. Let's raid out. Hey, thank you for the head pads, Galley Sprout. Oh wait, we should do our end credits first, then raid. Oh, we just hit 4 hours too. Perfect. Yeah, we're out of here before midnight. Oh, I love it. We did such a good job today, chat. We should be proud of ourselves. All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming. We did a really great job today, like I said. It's going to be a huge mess to clean up here at my desk, but that's okay. I'm really happy that this entire project worked and everything is as it should be, and my theories and ideas actually played out well, and everything turned out good. And thank you for being here as part of the ride. Oh, Wireball, what did you say here? You use an IKKEGOL 2022 USB foot pedal for my push to talk. It's not spectacular, but it's held up for a year and a half nightly use and sounds like it probably better than that one. Oh yeah, this one's like, I don't know if it's hard to tell the quality of the plastic from watching the stream, but it's pretty flimsy. Like I could feel it bending under me as I was pushing on it, but I mean, as long as it functions, that's all I care about. Do you upload your VODs to YouTube? I feel like these kind of vids do well there. Yes, I do, Slime. I do indeed. YouTube / retro VTuber. Might be an option if you need a frame to hack. Ooh, actually, that's not a bad idea. I actually bought a brand of funny enough, you mentioned foot pedals. I have 3 foot pedals I use for hotkeys when I'm streaming in the game room, since I don't have a keyboard or anything at hand. It might be the same brand. I'll have to go check. But yeah, it was just a little USB foot pedal set. It was like 3 foot pedals in one little frame. But yeah, I'll have to go check out the single one, see if I need to do this again. Maybe I get a second gun con, a second CRT, a second PS2, and a second pedal, and do this all over again. And then I can set up a Time Crisis 2 arcade in my home. But yeah, okay, we ran the credits. We're doing the thing. Let's do the thing. Who's raid? Who's raid? Who's raid? Let's see. Following. Similar size. Oh, Nox's stream. We haven't raided Nox in forever. All right, everybody. Again, it's great to see you. Let's raid old Nox. Say hi to Nox for me. I'll be there for a few minutes, but then I've got a jet because it is late. Let's see. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. Again, really appreciate all the support. You guys are the best. And I'll see you next time. We'll be back to normal schedule on Tuesday. We'll be playing some retro games on Tuesday, Thursday, and then maybe another repair stream on Saturday, or more retro games. We'll see. Anyways, see you later. Bye.